This is Paul Garcia of AnalyzingTheLeague.com, bringing you a quick cap video of the Oklahoma City Thunder cap situation after Carmelo Anthony did not exercise his early termination option, so he will make $27.9 million on the Thunder, with the Thunder next season, should I say. So let's begin real quick by going through some, I would say, I guess, expected moves maybe, or moves that I would predict that might happen with Thunder this coming off season. So as you can see, they have 17 players right now, including all exceptions and cap holds, and they have a team salary of 157.7. So let's go ahead and trim that a little bit based on some of the expectations that I think may happen this coming off season. So the first expectation is that Paul George is most likely going to decline his player option before June 29th or on June 29th, which will give him a cap hold of basically $29 million. If he re-signs with the Thunder on a 5-year max, then that first year is going to be at $30.3 million. So for now, we say that George opts out, and there's his $29.2 million cap hold in that instance. Okay, let's continue going down the roster. For now, I'm going to keep Jeremy Grant's cap hold there, but they may have to lose him just because of the tax situation that they're going to be in. I'm going to go ahead and renounce Raymond Felton. Nick Collison already announced he's going to retire, so I'm going to renounce him. Josh Eustace, for now, I'm going to renounce him. Dakari Johnson, no, he has a guaranteed contract. Same thing for Corey Brewer, let's renounce him. The trade player exceptions that the Thunder have for Victor Oladipo and Sabonis last summer, those expire on July 6th, so I don't think they're going to use those. They're just going to renounce them just for now. Okay, for now, just because we don't know what they're going to do with the roster, let's go ahead and take off, not use the tax MLE. And for these two-way players, for now I'm just going to renounce them just to see where the Thunder stand. Okay, now before I see if that's the right team salary, I got to check to make sure they have 12 players on the roster. Okay, so they have 11 players, so what I need to do is I need to add what we call a roster charge. Okay, so there's your 12 players. So right now, with George's cap hold and with Jeremy Grant's cap hold, they have a 12-man roster at $148.4 million, makes them a tax team by over $25.4 million. So in this instance, let's say that George does re-sign with OKC for his max, and so they're projecting the number for him to be at $30.3 million basically. Okay, now, I mean, this is where they stand now. So like with Grant's cap hold still on the books, they're at $149.4 million. That's a lot of money. I don't know if they want to pay that much tax. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and say that Grant doesn't come back for now. So we'll put 831. We'll call him a roster charge. Okay. All right. So now they have 12 players, and this is saying that George is coming back for $148.7 million. They are a tax team. They could add one more role player to this group by using the mid-level exception, but that's up to ownership if they want to pay the MLE to a role player, somebody that they can bring in, and that's, again, they're going to have a tax bill in this situation of $31 million. But now let's go to the other possible situation, which is that George leaves, because obviously he's been through the media on record of saying that he wanted to go to LA last year, so there's always the Lakers out there. So let's just say that he does go to LA. So he's off the Thunder cap book, should I say, because he went to LA. So now, if they lose George, they have a, they're in some trouble here, because now they're basically their top three guys are Westbrook, Steven Adams, and Carmelo Anthony, and the only way they can upgrade this roster besides doing any kind of trades with other teams is to use the tax mid-level exception, and that becomes a question for ownership. Right now they're right under the tax by about $3.6 million. So if they look at this roster and they see that it's not going to be, contending next year, do they want to pay the tax as well and just try, or do they just want to hold back and not use that tax MLE and just see what this roster does, and then maybe the following season continue looking to improve the roster? So this is kind of where the Thunder stand now that Melo has not exercised the early termination option of $27.9 million. This is Paul Garcia of AnalyzingTheLeague.com.